Everyone, we are going to see about thesis writing. Introduction. The organization of a thesis is different from that of the research published in a journal. The thesis writing usually consists of a title page, certificate page, declaration page, acknowledgement page, abstract, table of contents, list of tables, list of figures, list of abbreviations, chapters, summary, references, figures, appendixes. First of all, we are going to see about the title page. Academic institutions follow their own format for a title page of a thesis or dissertation. The directions should be followed in total with regards to a matter of content, margin, and spacing. Generally, the following informations will be required for a thesis. They include title of the report, degree for which the report is submitted, specifying the subject and whether it is a partial fulfillment or otherwise, name of the candidate if necessary with degree already obtained, name of the department or institute where the work was carried out, name of the university to which the thesis is being submitted, date of submission of its thesis. Next one is the certificate page. The certificate page of a thesis is a second preliminary page and therefore carries a page number 2. The certificate issued by the guide or supervisor to the effect that the research work reported in the thesis is the original work carried out by the candidate under his or her supervision, and the work has not formed on the basis for the award of any other degree or diploma by any other institute. The title certificate is typed centered 2 inches from the top edge. The text of the certificate is typed with double line spacing. Every care should be taken to type the name of the candidate and title of the report without any error. Declaration page. The third preliminary page with page number 3 carries the declaration by the candidate to an effect similar to that of the certificate issued by the guide. It is also typed in the same format with care as those of the certificate page. Acknowledgement page. This page is also formatted and typed on the same pattern as those of the certificate and declaration pages. Table of contents. The following guidelines may be borne in mind while constructing a table of contents. Chapter titles are aligned on the periods following the chapter number. Subheadings are indented in increments of tabs from the chapter titles. Double or 1.5 line spacing should be used between entries. In a very long table of contents, single line spacing may be used between lesser levels of subheadings. Entries that require 2 or more lines should be single line spaced within the listing. The word chapter is not repeated each time. Subheadings should not be underlined, even if they are in the text. Entry should not overlap into the space of the page numbers. The last digits of the page number should be aligned at the right margin. Leader lines are spaced periods leading from the end of each entry to its page number. They are optional ones. Page references should be double checked. Abstract page. This is the first preliminary page to be placed after the table of contents and therefore listed first. The format of this page is the same as the acknowledgement page. This page is to be included only if the target agency requires it. It bears a page number in lowercase Roman numeral in continuation with the last page of the table of contents. List of tables. A list of tables gives the table numbers, captions, and page numbers for all the tables, including those in the appendixes. A few guidelines to remember while constructing the list of tables are as follows. The heading tables or the list of tables is typed in all capitals centered, leaving a 2-inch margin from the top of a new page. Table numbers are aligned on the periods. Double or 1.5 line spacing is used between the table titles. Single line space is used within titles. If it has more than one line, the lines are aligned on the first word. The text of the title, wording, and capitalization should be same as that given for the table in the text. However, the following are the exceptions. The termed table is not repeated with each title in the list. If the title has more than one complex sentence, only the first sentence is given in the list. Any matter given within parentheses in the title may be omitted in the list, and it should be adopted for all the table titles. List of figures. As we had already seen, the figures, charts, diagrams, graphs, maps, photographs, etc. may be given all through a report or collectively at the end of the report after a reference section. A list of figures may be included only if the figures have been inserted at appropriate places. They can be spread throughout the report like the tables and only if there are more than 5 figures in the research report. The list placed in the page text to that of the list of tables and page is given the next consecutive number in the Roman numerals. The title list of figures is typed in all capitals, no punctuation centered 2 inches below the top page. A list of figures gives the numbers, legends, page numbers of all the figures. We should list captions and legends exactly as they are found in the text. Long legends which have more than 3 lines may be shortened either by using the first sentence of a legend by giving the clear, concise summary of the legend. The page numbers and the leader lines are as in the table of contents. List of abbreviations and symbols. Entries in the list are alphabetized first by abbreviation and then by symbol. Single line spacing is used when 2 or more lines are added or double line spacing between entries. The text are included in the list must be defined when they are first mentioned in the first text of the report. Chapters. Each chapter is given a number and a title. A number may be in capital Roman numeral or Arabic numeral if the decimal system is followed. If the chapter is more than 4 inches in length, we must arrange them centered in an inverted pyramid model. The chapter title should not be in bold or in larger font size than the text. Subdivisions of a chapter. The hierarchy of subheading is as follows: centered underlined, centered not underlined, side margined underlined, side margin nor underlined, paragraph underlined, and end with the period. Quotations. While typing quotations, material eliminated from a quotation is indicated by ellipses. Materials inserted by author is enclosed in brackets. Direct quotations of 5 or more lines are intended blocked and single spaced with quotation marks removed and the period placed after the texts. Table. When a small table is placed along with the text, it is separated from the text by triple line sentence above and below. Table number, if given separately, should be typed all capital, centered, 3 line space below the margin or 3 line space below the text. The title is also typed along 2 line spacing below the table number. The left and right sides of the column are generally closed. In computer generated tables, it is not a problem. A large table that cannot be accommodated in a single page, even after the sufficient reduction in font size, may be carried over more than one page. Summary. The formatting of a summary section of research paper is similar to that of the other chapter. However, it is not recognized into sections like a chapter but organized as paragraphs. Appendixes. No chapter number is given to the appendix. Instead, it is identified by the English alphabet. If there is more than one appendix, each of them is given a descriptive title. Each appendix is given a descriptive title. References. The reference section, the thesis, is generally assigned a chapter number, especially if appendixes are inserted below it. If there are no appendixes, if a number is assigned, it should be the continuation of the summary section. Figures. Figures such as charts, diagrams, graphs, photographs are presented in a research report in one of the following 2 ways. The figures may be inserted at appropriate places in the text, thus spread throughout the report. They may be collectively presented at the end of the report in several pages. The common heading for all the figures may also be given to include matters common to all figures, thus avoiding repetition in every captions. Thank you.